GTV, good morning. Kagidaro Jakaromne. Welcome back to this series of Capture Rwanda or Sebei Business Community. And we are still into the same program of how best can we change our community, can we change the narrative that has been put in place. They are idling, they are getting low, the generation is fading. Then how best can we bring them back on board? Jamola, we are still looking at people who have made it in life, who have appreciated life from a humble beginning to where they are right now. One of the best MDs in town, someone who has been resilient, tested and tried.
Thank you.
For which?
Aniale, I think, is it English or better?
What makes you comfortable?
My name is Pastor Chris Rotich. I'm a pastor of All Saints Church in Kapchoro town here.
Okay.
And I was a founder member of the church.
Oh.
All Saints, you see there.
Okay.
So for me, I'm the MD, managing director of Noah's Ark Hotels here in Sebei.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm grateful to have met you. Want us to inspire the youth, especially.
Yes.
Yes.
For giving us the time. Pastor. Thank you for taking the word.
A man of God. One of the pillars of success is believe in God so that you move forward.
Okay. Now, Baba, one of the things that has brought us to you is the business that you're in. Hospitality business. I think you're one among the first people who began this hospitality business.
Exactly.
How did you begin this business though?
In I developed a concept of a scanning environment around town. By then, 1997, there was no service at all in town. And we used to get visitors from all the way across the world, but they could find nothing. Instead, people could go back to Mbale. So I thought of a concept of developing a hotel, this hospitality industry, so that people can have where to rest. But I didn't have money. What I only did was I borrowed a friend called Morto. By then, 10,000 was by then 1997, 10,000 was small money. You can buy bread and could buy oil. Then I started making my mandazi from across, around the stage there. Now, because of good customer care and good public relation and a good saving habit, I started saving that whatever could accrue from my small mandazi business and tea into capitalizing into. So by 1998, I'd saved small money to buy a plot here, which was on top of a rock where they were blasting. So from then, I started constructing, while I'm making small money from there. Then I started constructing a small house with 3 bedrooms without doors. But people admired my service, was like that. And then at one point, formerly the minister, by then the brother of Sam Jabtor, Masaba, came and used the non-self-contained house without a door. But without a toilet, he went away. He said, how can I stay in a place without what? A toilet inside. So I thought of ways of how to get doors and toilet inside. And that's how I started. Now when I started having a self-contained room, then I started having, I had even a screen by then, a colored screen which I bought through my savings in my restaurant. So over time, I built up my business to this extent now.
Okay. So it has been work in progress.
Work in progress.
You have talked about...
I recapitalize small savings that I get out of my work.
What is the best savings culture? You've talked about savings. What is the best savings culture?
The best saving culture, according to me, is that if you get 10,000, you can save like 4,000. Okay. Then use 6,000. Similarly, maybe 100,000. Save 40, use 60. Or running up and down, maybe injecting back to business and what you eat and how to move and
how old is this business now?
This business now is close to 30 years.
About 30 years.
About 30 years. 97 up to now is 29 years. Closely.
Okay.
When I include the concept which I developed, I had a vision that I will one time break through. Yeah.
But now if you looked at this business that time and then now, has the principle changed or the principle is still the same?
No, the principle is still the same because one of the core values is persistence.
Okay.
Despite challenges, especially taxation, the competition, sometimes there's now economic war in the world. So sometimes the business now is low, but I kept on persisting and focusing on my vision.
Okay. Yes. So the principle has not changed.
The principle has not
even when it is small and even when it has grown, it hasn't changed.
I keep moving forward.
Okay. Now let's address the bull in the house. Kingat baba la bonda nyimba lego cheki kwa sugulu. I do not know, maybe by the grace of God la lego cheki to gola ginyo rishondo. But we have so many youth karimane che jangje misanglo who have gone to school. They have not got the jobs. Jobs have become very expensive. Chengme aba ala ngonyinga tinisngela nyori shit. How would you advise karimane che utijo?
I would advise karimane, first of all, I'm against the idea of karimane going to border business, especially boys. Border now is full in town here, but at the end of it you get 10,000 shillings. And yet these boys would have been in production sector instead of service sector. Now if you go and write a border and get 10,000, someone would have developed an idea of going, maybe for example agriculture, go and buy plant onions, and at the end of it, after 3 months, you sell the onions, you will get more money than someone who is doing border business here. And there are too many that are competing on a service. For me, I believe these young people would instead go for production, producing products, not service. Service delivery. Yes. Number two, these young people are very impatient. Okay. If I go backward when I started talking about I started with the 10th one, borrowed money, at the end of 1 month I had paid back the borrowed money. Okay. Then I kept on capitalizing on what I had. You see, that means I was so patient that I was not demanding a lot of, I developed a lot of excess needs for myself. Yes. So young people now, they are impatient, totally impatient. Even here we have a lot of jobs, but you get somebody, you give a job on finance, at the end of it has corrupted. Okay. Then you are removed from the job. So
they want quick things.
Quick things are very dangerous. Okay. Yes. So I believe that I advise these young people that at one point, I always have a belief, I have a slogan saying when people are looking for jobs, that if God at that time when you need a job has given you a small job, you thank God for that and begin from there to break through. Now people keep moving from one place to another. You will never develop yourself. Yeah.
Get that small and begin
from there. And what you have paid, whatever small money, keep saving that money. You will one time build something which can help you in the future.
Okay, on the same issue, do you think our children are going to school for the right courses? Because I'm seeing many people loitering on the street.
According to me, I'm not happy about the current curriculum. Okay. Because for us during our time, you would study a lot of subjects so that your brain is widened so that you have choices in the future when you're entering university. Okay. But now they are saying you focus on, I don't know about the current curriculum, that you focus on one item which you will concentrate in the future. I don't think, I believe in flexibility. You see, for me, as you look at me, I'm a graduate of 2 degrees. Okay. One is for business, one is for public administration, and I have a high diploma in business. Okay. And out of my savings, nobody paid my fees. Yes. So I kept on developing knowledge on how to, knowledge and skill on how to manage myself in the future. Okay. Yes. So the advice I give young people that when you these courses that you, especially in the university, let them concentrate on what took them to the university when they come out, and whenever they get a small job, in line with the your course. Sometimes even if it's not in line with your course, but you can get, so long as the job is making you to earn a living.
Okay.
Yes. But emphasis is persistence and trust. If you are not trusted, one of my core value is a trust. Let me give you an example. The father of Ngojo, the businessman, used to be with me. I used to sleep in their house behind there.
Yes.
He could throw money on the floor, throw money at the end, but I could pick that money and take back. That means a person of integrity. That I don't want something which is not worth myself. I mean, which is not mine. So trust is very important.
Okay. Kenga, look, you've talked about a number of values that you've said. Christian, one thing is believing in God. You said there's persistence. I wanted you to take out through. There's someone out there who is maybe going into the same business of hospitality or generally any business. What are the things that you really held high and say that because I did 1, 2, 3, this is the reason I succeeded in this business? Maybe someone can pick 1 or 2 and say, let me try this. Maybe this will work for me.
Are you meaning that when the different options in terms of businesses?
Yes, generally business. You just want to succeed in business. And of course, maybe specifically hospitality, because this is where you are an expert in.
Now, what I wanted to tell you that when you choose an option of business, try to concentrate on that business. Despite challenges, that's why I repeated the word persistence. Despite challenges that you're not making, be there. You will at one point succeed. Before you succeed, you must fail several times.
Oh yes, that is very important.
When you fail now, don't say that I failed so I close the business, what I'm doing. No, repeatedly continue. At one point you will open way, and then you can start succeeding. Secondly, whatever nature of business you have got, try to take care of expenditures. So when you are too luxurious, extravagant, drinking, maybe socializing means maybe when you're a man, you let you go looking for young girls, what, all that money will go away. So you have to be persistent in terms of socialize until you break through. Even if you break through, the moment you enter those social lives that I want to, whatever income I get, I go travel, I do what, you'll not succeed. Okay. Yes. Even young girls, the young girls are very impatient also. All the time they want to run up and down. And, no, I believe in one core value, persistence. So for you, persistence has worked. Persistence and patience. And trust. And being trusted. Being honest for what you're doing. Yes. Be honest to even yourself. Not only to out and then when one of the elements of successful business is after you have set growing, you do what you call networking. Okay. Network, you must know who are your core customers, how do you build it, and commonly very good in marketing. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now you can see what I do in society, social corporate responsibility. Whether there is a church or school or someone is patient, you can see of reason. I went to hospital during Easter. I gave all patients food, including all nurses and doctors. Was in the hospital that time. Had a meal. That's the long run advantage of building up your capacity in business, so that business can start growing. Yes. Okay. That's okay. I want to say that though you've told us what has made you maybe successful: persistence, believing in God, being trustworthy, and being patient and honest. What are the challenges in this business? The commonest challenge, according to me at the moment now, is taxation is from A to Z. You are here, municipalities here, local service taxes here. They even don't come and evaluate the business. Come and see whether there is existence of money. All the time they're rushing, they want money. And which it has even brought us down so much completely. That's one of the challenges. Taxation. Another one is, of course, the current competition. Though it's a challenge, but we have to persist.
But
despite the challenge.
they say competition is healthy in business.
Yeah, it's healthy, except but you also have to compete favorably.
Okay.
Yes. But so it's a challenge for competition. However, we're always ready to outcompete others.
But I believe you who has been in the system for long, even when the others come, because for you you're already grounded.
Yeah.
For you're not shaken.
They believe that all brooms sweep better.
That is true. So I believe you're not shaken that much.
We're not shaken. We're moving.
Okay. Now there is this thing I asked you about whether our children are doing the right courses. You know, when I look at the current generation, or not the current but the generation, when people go to school, the only thing that the parent knows is you go to school, you're going to be a teacher, study education, but they may not even know this child is studying education and going where. I would think maybe the parents would maybe we're not doing enough career guidance to our children.
Exactly.
Like you said, maybe they could go into production. Can we have our children aligned to that angle of, let's say, farming? Do agriculture, because
what I was saying, even if you did another course in another field, my emphasis is that people must learn how to generate money. This is a money economy now. Now, even if you are what, try to see that you can do something. We can generate. In most cases, for us, we believe in business. You see? If you are a graduate, a PhD, come and do some business. There are many fields of business that someone can do. You see? So, but how to start is where the problem is. I always believe that starting is not sale of asset or anything, but developing an ideology is very important. So this young generation, when they complete their studies, because sometimes what you study is theory. We always bring graduates to come and work here. They cannot manage. Their belief is the one lifestyle which is impossible.
Yeah. They don't want to.
As you look at me here, I can dig a latrine and yet I have papers. I can dig in someone's latrine and get money. You see, even me, I do service in hotel here. Practically do the service and I get money. So I believe that the young generation should reduce on their expectation at the beginning, so that they start low, growing higher. They say a tree, you cannot climb a tree from from up. You come from down, growing upward. So that's my advice I give to the youth whenever they're hunting for maybe jobs. Even this business is job. So jobs is not government only.
You create
a job. You think of an idea. But I discourage the idea of borders. I don't believe in that. It's always borders and those people who do gambling as a business. Young people doing gambling, small money. Gambling could be for us. At our level, we need fun. But you don't put gambling as a business. So I advise the youth, stop the habit of gambling, character, those betting. No.
Don't go into just
because they want quick money, but it is not quick money.
During our discussion, you had said something, and you said, if we can be heard, there are things that you would want to communicate to. And GTV is here. Many people watch it, including our leaders and the concerned communities. There are things that you had said that if we were to be heard, I would speak about it. This is what I think our children should be this.
Young generation, whatever level, whether girls or boys. One thing I want to tell you people, when I started talking, I communicated about patience. Even to complete university, you need to be very patient. But don't rush. Rushing, you will always crash. So the young generation, I believe that after you are completing your studies, even when you are at home, one thing, first of all, one step is that respect your parents. And the parent will give you an idea or advice on how to move forward for your future. So majority of the youth, because I have paper, I don't respect parents. That's the beginning of failure. So that's the beginning of failure when you don't respect parents. Number two, try to do an activity which generates money. And in addition, generate money and start saving for your own future. I started saving when I was in primary 5.
Okay.
And from primary 5 up to now, nobody has ever paid my fees. Can you imagine?
I'm getting
So when it's for you young people now, currently, you're lucky. You have reached university without educating yourself. But for me, through saving habit, I started saving for my education.
Okay.
And saving for my livelihood. And that's why uh, I always emphasize, even now, I've met president several times. It's because of what? My hard work.
You always picked out because you worked hard.
I work hard. An example to others.
As we finalize, do you believe in equality in boy child and girl child when it comes to either business inheritance or property inheritance? Or let's say maybe you're saying that this child of mine will take over this business. Do you believe in equality, or you have this notion that it must be a boy or it must be a girl who takes over?
I know. For me, when I look at my children, some of my children are working.
Okay.
I will identify one who believes in me.
Okay.
To take this organization, this business forward,
regardless of
gender.
Okay, so you believe in equality.
Even I believe in equality.
Okay.
Is it so?
Yes, equality.
Whether a girl or boy can help me run business.
Okay, GTV Gaita Bonga for being with us, Pastor Chris Rotich. Kaita Bon for giving us your time.
Thank you.
I don't know if you still have anything that you want to tell people out there.
Welcoming you, the youth, especially. That over time people fall sick, and we have a clinic for checking the youth about their social status.
Okay.
Which is RHU, Reproductive Health Uganda, where I'm the chairman for the region in Kapchoraya, opposite Stanbic. But in case you have reproductive issues, especially the youth are very commonly vulnerable. They come for checkups here. I've always, with my power, emphasized that youth don't have money. We look for around small money, closely 10 to 20,000. They check you up. Then when they discover that you are sick, they treat you. Especially we have handled many cases of cancer, and people are healed. That is one in my roles. Secondly, I'm also the chairman of business community in Sebei region. At the same time, because of the trust communities have on Uganda in general, I'm now the current chairman of athletics. I've been running, even I went to Europe last year. I went and ran there with our old age. I was #1. So this was also to encourage the youth who can run. Starting from recently where I was rewarding children or young children below 14 with those who ran very well and they're going to Toro. I'm financing them with some gumboots, shoes for running, and I've given them some t-shirts. So that is where we're moving. I encourage girl child and boys who are still, but a person like Cheptegei and Kiblimo, those are people also from me running, and I'm their chairman. Please develop that talent. When you are a parent and you have seen that your kid can run, please train that kid so that will develop, will be rich in the future.
Develop the skill.
So it's not about only other business, but we also have other roles to inspire the youth about what to do, especially in sports, mainly athletics. As far as Sebei is concerned.
You've talked about the treatment at RHQ. Is it free treatment? Does it have
no, you get a small fee, but not comparable to other clinics. Secondly, when you're there, you have assurance because we don't exaggerate anything to earn more money from especially the youth or public. So we do what is accurate. We have CT scans. We have so many of those equipments for testing.
So it is not that it has a specific kind of disease that it is sent as, it's a general.
It's a general treatment.
So anybody in the community can.
Yes. So we welcome you to RHU there. If you don't see a doctor there, you can make my contact. Then I know how to influence them.
Is it okay if you share your contact so that they can call?
My number is 0772 600 300.
Okay. Can you work with number the GTV community in case you budget treatment and you feel the clinics are very maybe costly or very expensive? You can go there. They say they give very good service at a subsidized cost. And if you go there and you do not find the service that you feel you need, you can call Pastor Rotich and he'll be able to guide you on what to do next.
Yeah. Thank you. And before conclusion, I have more than 100 workers.
Okay.
But commonly 80%, sorry, about the 40% foreign, but 60% are locals. But even I even encourage those who are very honest in their hearts and very hardworking that come and see examples of people who are working, people from home.
Yes.
When you don't lose one coin, you can even aspire and get a job here.
Oh, yes. So are you recruiting?
We kept, even yesterday, we recruited 5. And one of the community challenge that we face with, especially a girl child, there's what called early marriages. They get out of work very easily. Through someone comes and convinces you with the false information, then you say, I'm not going.
So that's also one of the challenges that
and the boys are very dishonest.
Your workers keep going because of
because for example, students who are in the you've seen there are about 12 students of senior 6 joining university. Okay. But they are earning more than 200,000. Okay. For them, they are very happy. 200,000 is a lot of money. They give you free accommodation, free food, Yes. So we kept on also emphasizing that we recruit our locals, but should be very highly honest and a person of integrity.
What is the procedure of your recruiting? In case
someone they advertise in media, but sometimes you can drop in and ask the HR. That I'm a very honest person in terms of especially money. That I can keep company money very well. Okay. Thank you.
And then they go through a trial?
They go for 1 week introduction to job. Then they start earning money.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gaitabon, for giving us your time.
Thank you.
Welcome. GTV family, Gaitabon for being with us, and from us to you, bye for now.